my friends, welcome back to another Lissa video. Today I want to compare the difference between sweet potatoes and raw head of romaine lettuce. So I'm asked quite a few times on my YouTube channel, Instagram, and Facebook if I eat potatoes. I don't actually. I don't eat potatoes because for me it causes food addiction, triggers, and I justify eating other things the next day, and eventually it would turn into junk food. And I don't want to go that path, so I don't consume potatoes. I have in the raw form. I'll spiralize them, maybe add them to a salad, but I never ever cook them because to me, mentally, they are too addictive. Even without oil, even without salt, I just can't do it. So I was curious, what is it about potatoes that satiates us so much? Why do you feel hungry after eating a head of lettuce? And why do these kind of sustain you for hours and hours? What is it? I was so curious, so I decided to enter these into Cronometer, and I also did rice, which I'll go over at the end of this video, but I compared these two items in Cronometer. Now both of them have 100 calories, give or take. The lettuce is about 106, and these two little sweet potatoes is 108 calories. So you're not getting any more calories with either or. So it's not the energy that's filling you up or sustaining you. So I thought maybe it's the fiber. Maybe these guys do have more fiber. Unfortunately, no, the lettuce wins. The lettuce has 13 grams of fiber, whereas these two sweet potatoes, only 4 grams. So you're getting 3 times the amount of fiber in the lettuce. Then I thought, well, maybe it's the protein. Maybe you're getting more protein because, you know, people have said they can sustain on potatoes, so maybe there's a lot of protein in potatoes. Maybe that's what it is. Unfortunately not. You're getting way more protein in the lettuce. You're getting 7.7 grams of protein in this head of lettuce, as opposed to only 2.4 grams in both of these sweet potatoes. So you'd have to eat 3 or 4 times this, so you'd have to eat 8 of them to get the same amount of protein as you would in the lettuce. Then I thought, well, is it other things like other nutrients, maybe vitamin B's, vitamin A? Well, this has twice the vitamin A, so we're talking 54,000 plus units of vitamin A, whereas these guys only have 23,000. You know, you're getting the RDA in both items, but if you want extra, you're gonna get it in the head of lettuce. Folate. Folate is one that we are told often as pregnant women to make sure you get your folic acid, make sure that that's in your prenatal vitamin and all of that. Folate is really, really important to brain function and other things. So what about folate? These guys win out. The head of lettuce has 851 units of folate. This only has 7.2. So you're only getting 2% of your RDA in both sweet potatoes. You're getting 213% of your RDA from the lettuce. B6, again, you're getting a little bit more B6 in the lettuce, which helps with depression, mood, that kind of thing. B5, these guys win, but only by 2%. So it's about the same for both. Vitamin C is also about the same, 25 milligrams for the head of lettuce, 23.5 milligrams for the 2 sweet potatoes. Vitamin K is a big one because vitamin K is necessary for blood clotting and other body functions, but your body actually converts K1 into K2, which is really important for teeth and bone formation in using the calcium. So a lot of fruitarians who notice that their teeth are getting, disintegrating, their bones are breaking because they may not be converting K1 into K2 in their body. Now the conversion happens by a bacteria that lives in our gut. And if you've been on antibiotics or you live in a city with a lot of toxins in the air, you might not actually have very much of that bacteria left to convert the K into K2. So some people will take a supplement. I randomly take supplements, as you've noticed on some of my What I Ate in a Day videos. I'll randomly take a K2 supplement just in case, because it can't be tested from what I know. So I'm not too sure if I have the bacteria to create the vitamin K. I do know when I take the vitamin K, my teeth do feel harder. So maybe I don't. I'm not sure. However, there is a lot more vitamin K in the lettuce, so you're getting only 3% of your RDA, but you're getting 713% from the lettuce. So now what about calcium? Calcium is another one, also with bone formation. We're worried about getting enough calcium. Where are we gonna get it in a raw vegan diet? So we think maybe the yams or sweet potatoes are gonna have enough. Well, these guys only have 45 milligrams of calcium, so about 22, 23 each. The head of lettuce has 206 milligrams of calcium. So if you're worried about calcium, eat some greens. Greens are gonna give you a lot of minerals that you're not getting from other foods. Iron is another one, especially for women. You know, our female cycle, we tend to lose a lot of blood, so we need a lot of iron to replace that. If you're low in iron, you'll also feel a little bit tired. The lettuce again wins out. The lettuce has 6.1 milligrams of iron, which is about a third of your RDA, depending on what your personal RDA is. It's about a third of mine, so I get that all in my lettuce, whereas the sweet potatoes don't even have 1 milligram. So again, the lettuce wins out. What about omega-3? There's no omega-3 in the lettuce, in the sweet potatoes, but there is 64% of your RDA in the head of lettuce. So omega-3 is another one of those that we're told we need, you know, fish oils or anything like that, but no, we can get it from lettuce, berries, flax, and chia seeds are really great sources of omega-3s. And you do convert omega-3 easier into EPA and DHA if your omega-6 levels are very low. So that's one thing that, you know, we're told that we need fish oils because the fish convert the EPA into EPA and DHA for us, but we can convert it ourselves when there is a low amount of omega-6s in our diet. So we have to cut out those omega-6s to get the true benefit from the omega-3s without having the fish to convert it for us. So there you have it. I was wondering, what is it about the sweet potatoes that keeps you satiated? My final conclusion, and this is just my opinion, I believe that it is the water content that makes it more satiating. And I believe that the satiation is just an illusion. The head of lettuce has 592 grams of water in it. It's very hydrating, you're not dehydrating it. Whereas the sweet potatoes, depending on how you cook them, have around 90 grams of water or less. It depends on how long you bake them for. So if you're not getting enough water and you're taking water out of a natural product, your body has to find water to help digest it. Also, because it's cooked, it's a little bit harder to digest. Because this is raw, it's easier to digest. It's got all its enzymes with it, and your body recognizes it more as food than cooked things. Now, I know if you eat sweet potatoes, go ahead. I'm not knocking them. I'm not saying they're evil. They are to me because I find that they make me binge. Again, as I said in the beginning of the video, I can't do these. They justify too many other things, and these are not mine. They are going to be for my boyfriend, so I'm not going to be eating these. Now, if you do eat sweet potatoes, I'm not saying that they're bad. I just prefer to have the raw, and I prefer to have the nutrition I get from the raw. When offered the choice, I will always choose the lettuce because I know that there's so much more in the lettuce, and I would have to eat 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of the sweet potatoes to even get close to some of the things that are in the lettuce. Now, I'm just comparing two items. There are other cooked foods that probably have more nutrition than a lettuce. I don't know, I haven't checked, but I wanted to compare these two because they would be either staples in some people's diets. I eat romaine lettuce every single day. I love the hydration, and my skin is really nice and soft and youthful because I believe the high hydration in the raw food, yeah, it may make you a little hungrier every couple hours instead of every 4 hours, but I would rather eat more often and get more nutrition than to feel satiated for 4 hours and then not get as much nutrition as I could have from eating the salad. Now, as I said, I did compare also half a cup of rice, which is another thing that people ask if I do grains or rice or brown rice or anything like that, but half a cup, not even half a cup of brown rice is about 111 calories. So it's a little bit more calories, but you're getting a lot less of everything in it. You're only getting 1.3 milligrams of fiber, which is really, really low. You're getting less protein in the rice than you are from the sweet potatoes. There's no vitamin C, there's no vitamin K, there's very little calcium. There's only 2.4 milligrams of calcium in the rice. You're better off eating sweet potatoes. If I was faced with the option of having rice or sweet potatoes, I would definitely go sweet potato because they do have a little bit more nutrition in them. But again, if this is around, I'm always going to choose the raw food. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please click like and subscribe to my channel to get notifications for more. You can click the little bell, and every time I post a new video, it will notify you, so you can watch that right away. You can find me on Facebook, Lissa's Raw Food Romance, and on Instagram at Raw Food Romance, and over at Snapchat, Lissa Raw Vegan. So until the next video, guys, love y'all, and fruit on. Oops. Oh my god, I wasn't recording! Okay, gotta do this again.